What's up traders, welcome to Failure to Displace. Let's take a look at today's New York Silver Bullet session and see what opportunities are available for us to try and grab some profits. So we can already see, looking on the 15-minute chart, that we've had a news release and price is pumping really hard. We've broken out of the previous day's range and we're not looking back. So we've had to go back in time to find our next level of buy-side liquidity. We can see that the buy-side that's most likely to get a hit is this from the 16th of June. So this is Friday's 16th of June New York session highs. Price is pumping very quickly to that. So we don't really need to take into consideration anything else. We can already see these monster fair value gaps telling us that price is extremely bullish. Let's jump into the 1 minute time frame, and what we're going to be looking for is to try and grab a bullish entry to take out this buy side liquidity. We can see at the moment that we are respecting this fair value gap. This isn't an entry for me. My criteria is that I want to see a fair value gap created within the silver bullet hour for me to take a long position. So let's see what we get. So this is a fair value gap with a break of structure here. So I would take an entry here if we can get one. Do the standard 5 handle. So 5 handle take profit, 5 handle stop loss. No entry yet, so we've not got triggered in just yet. We've created another fair value gap here. We're getting close to the target now, so risky if we take this fair value gap. However, the 5 handle stop loss does take us into this order block, so I would risk it because we do have some support here and we are covering this lower fair value gap. We would hope that price would run this high, since it's such a significant high from weeks ago. Run through it quite aggressively. Let's see if we get tagged. So we don't get tagged into that one. We've taken another fair value gap here, so this is now getting pretty risky. If you were to take this one, which has just been tagged in, we're covered here as well, so we're covering these two fair value gaps, and our stop loss is within this order block. But our take profit is quite above the high now. So personally, this is probably not one that I would want to take. So we're tagged into this one, a little bit of drawdown. Price is coming, and there's the high. So we have taken it. Would this give us our 5 pips? So this is where I would be glad that I haven't taken that. So what I'm seeing here is actually a more likely trade. If you go back to the video that I've just released earlier on today, it talks about the ICT 2022 mentorship model. This is the trade that I would be more interested in taking. Price has swept a high, but it's rejecting very quickly from taking that high, pulling back in the range. We have a break of structure here. We're leaving fair value gaps behind. We've broken this structure, so this is the key. A failure to displace. Let's move this out of the way. A failure to displace, pulling back into the range, breaking structure with displacement now. So this is telling me that shorts are the way to go, which means that I would take an entry on this fair value gap. 5 handle stop loss, 5 handle take profit. Our entry based on the 2022 model wants to be into a discount of this price leg. So the 50% takes us just into that fair value gap. So let's see if we get tagged in. So we'll come back, just tag the entry, we're going to pull back. Yeah, so we are in there. So pull back, hit the 50%, just touch the bottom of this fair value gap. Into the fair value gap now. Optimal trade entry here, into the order blocks. Okay, so we're pulling back deeper. Potentially take out this high. Nice rejection there, so that's a really strong rejection, leaving a balanced price range here. This gives me a little bit more confidence. We've not taken out the high. We're pulling back inside the range again, and we've left the balanced price range. So again, just a quick rundown. Balanced price range, we have fair value gap on the bullish side and then we are rejecting, leaving a fair value gap on the bearish side as well. So where the two overlap, this is our balanced price range. Price is pulling away nicely now. Fair value gaps being left, and your 5 handles hit just there. So that's really, really nice example of why the Silver Bullet sometimes can be misleading, and the 2022 mentorship is actually a more reliable entry strategy. So your target really would be looking at somewhere down here now if you were going to hold this, giving you a 3.7R. So I would have closed out on my trading plan 1-to-1, 5 handles. Let's see how this plays out. Price is pulling away nicely. So it's taking a swing high. Let's see if we can now break down. So out of the Silver Bullet hour now. So we're in the trade out of the Silver Bullet. We've pulled back. Did we take 2-to-1? 2-to-1 wasn't hit yet. And that's where we're at the moment. So we've got our 5 handles. Failed to take 2-to-1. And as we stand at the moment, price is making its way down. Again, we've failed to take this high. We've come to the balanced price range that we marked out, which is nice to see. Rejected strongly off that balanced price range. So that's held up very, very well. And ultimately, I would be expecting at least to get into a discount of the current New York range. Which would give us a target down here somewhere. I would add a guess. Optimal trade entry would be a good target, which takes that swing low into optimal trade entry as well. So really, really nice example here of the Silver Bullet being quite tight. The entry that we did get wouldn't have given us a profitable trade if we were holding for our 5 handles. We did see the 2022 mentorship setting itself up. So there's an opportunity to close out, if you were in the Silver Bullet trade, close out in a profit and then take a short trade, which would have yielded nicer results in my opinion, and was a cleaner setup as well. So really, really nice price action there. Good example of how we shouldn't get blindsided just by trying to take the Silver Bullet entry. The 2022 mentorship model is still the king in my opinion. Hope you guys found that useful. Pretty simple levels that were highlighted there. Leave the video a thumbs up. Leave any questions in the comment section down below, and consider subscribing if you want to see more of these market reviews and other insights into how I'm trading these setups. Thanks very much guys, I'll see you soon.